Welcome back, you guys. I am so proud of myself because I am sticking to my guns and actually finishing up these Mercury Retrograde readings tonight. This video will be for Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries, Sun and Mercury placements. It may also resonate with your moon or rising sign, but I am reading specifically for Sun and Mercury. We are going to start with Capricorn because I finished with Sagittarius on the last video. If you missed all the other signs, and that would be Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, and Sag. You can catch those on my YouTube tomorrow. I will upload them there, the replays. And then if I didn't just call out your sign, that means it'll be coming up in this video. I have a goal of, I think, some roses, some 20 roses. So if you like your readings, do me a favor, give me some likes, send me some roses, share the video, follow me, all the things. And let's just get straight into it. Let's get ready to pull for Capricorn, Sun, and Mercury placements. Also, Moon and Rising as well. It may resonate. See, how is this Mercury retrograde that we have coming up going to play out for Capricorn? What energies are coming in for people with those Capricorn placements? And today I am reading with the Sacred Symbols Oracle and the Melanated Classic Tarot decks, okay? For anybody that pulls their own cards and likes the decks. This is not a free yes or no pull reading. If you want a personal reading, check out the links in my profile. I offer several different spreads, a whole bunch of different price points. I got something for everybody. Good evening. All right, Capricorn, Sun, and Mercury, Moon, and Rising. Upcoming Mercury retrograde. What's poppin'? Got sage all over my tarot cloth. You got tree spirits, and you got the Ace of Wands. Okay, so very big manifestation energy coming up for you guys over the next few weeks. I, off the top of my head, don't know what day Mercury stations direct, but I know that it starts, I believe, on the 21st of this month, of this week. And with these two cards here, Capricorn, what I get is that over the next few weeks, you're going to be coming into a space to where you are not only manifesting and planning, but also doing the work. Like, so basically the energy is you're planting seeds and tending to the seeds at the same time. You know, people have this misconception of, you know, they say you can manifest anything, manifest your desires. Well, you can, but it's not just thinking and speaking things into existence. In order for you to actually create those manifestations in a tangible way, or have those things manifest in a tangible way, you have to do some work. Like, no change without action. All right, Capricorn. So what's happening for you guys over the next few weeks is you are going to be gaining clarity. I call the retrograde periods, as opposed to chaos, as how society has labeled them, especially Mercury. And Mercury can be chaotic, but instead of speaking to the energy like that, I speak to it in a way that is more so a reflect and correct, a time for you to reflect and correct. So over the next few weeks, Capricorn, you're going to be really analyzing, really taking some time to look deep into the things and the plans that you have. And this is an earth energy card, so I'm going to go so far as to say foundational things, and that can span from finances to career to your foundational relationships, such as romantic relationships, your like important or like best friendships, also your familiar relationships. This could also have to do with your home foundation, like your dwelling space, where you live, where you lay your head at night. So over the next few weeks, you're going to really be kind of like reanalyzing, looking at where not necessarily things have gone wrong, but looking at where things can be fixed, or where they can be better, or where they can be corrected. And because you have the Ace of Wands, you're also going to be making good on those changes that you're starting to discover that need to be made. So Mercury retrograde for you is more so of an alignment energy, as opposed to like a we're going to shake shit up type of energy that Mercury usually comes with. And now what I will say is it is possible that something may happen that puts you in a position to make these changes. I did get housing for some people. For some of you guys, something in your housing, maybe like maintenance wise or possibly like rent wise may be happening that causes you to say, okay, I need to make some changes here. I might need to move. I might need to go in a different direction. But whatever way it rocks, even if it seems hazy at the moment, over the course of the next few weeks, some clarity will come in for you. You will get some answers. You will also get some, get some, let's say opportunities, but you also get some money is what I was going to say. And I don't know where that came from, but you might also get some unexpected money coming in for you as well, Capricorn, that gives you the ability to do whatever it is that you got to do as far as those foundational spaces are concerned. Okay. Big manifest energy here. So I have to also give you guys this message of, even if things seem rocky or rough, I don't know where this is coming from, you guys. Sometimes these messages are channeled. If things seem rocky or rough, be mindful. Make sure that you are not giving into those energies. Try to think as positively as possible, because your thoughts do have the power to manifest with whatever you have going on. So even if it seems like you're in a space of lack, like right now, today, start to tell yourself that you're not. Start to tell yourself that you have everything that you need. And it's easier said than done, but, start telling it to yourself so you can start to believe it, so it can actually start manifesting in the physical. All right, Capricorn. So some changes coming in for you in a good way, shifting things foundationally for you. And it will play out the way that you need it to, even if it seems a little rocky at the current moment. All right, that's it for Capricorn. Okay, for anybody just popping in, these are Mercury retrograde readings for this upcoming Mercury retrograde that we have in Taurus. I am reading for all signs, Sun and Mercury signs. Also Moon and Rising. It may resonate with your Moon and Rising sign. I have already done Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. If you missed your sign, you can catch them on my YouTube channel tomorrow. If you don't know what that is, just go to my profile and click on the YouTube button. It'll take you right over to it. It's SunshinehazeCo. And if I didn't mention your sign, that means it's coming up in this video. If you are enjoying, what are we doing, Aquarius? If you are enjoying your reading, or if it resonates, please do me a favor and give me a like or a follow or both. Send me some roses. My Cash App is also there. If you are feeling generous today, you could also send me some actual monies. I like that. And if you have friends that are into tarot, you can also send them the link to this reading. Okay, let's get into Aquarius. Aquarius. No, Taurus. Have I done Pisces? Pisces will be next. We're going to do Aquarius right now. Scorpio has already been done. You can find it on my YouTube channel tomorrow. But if you want another reading to watch, I do have the tarot forecast for this current week up on my YouTube as well for all signs. Thank you guys for popping in. Thanks for all the follows. Thanks for the likes. Hey, Starseed 713. Welcome to the reading. I'm glad you came in right on time. Tomorrow, crazy. It is not crazy when you run your own business. I mean, I gotta download the video and upload the video and do all the descriptions and put all the links in. So it's gonna be tomorrow, because I've spent my day doing free readings. All right, Aquarius Sun, Mercury, Moon, and Rising. What does this upcoming Mercury retrograde have in store for you guys? See? You want to know something? I thought about being kind of crazy and, just carrying the night out and doing it all tonight. But then I know how I am, and I'm like about halfway through. I'm going to be mad at myself looking at the computer like, girl, you could have just did this tomorrow. So, as you learn, you grow. I've learned, so now I'm growing. These videos will go up on my YouTube tomorrow. All right, Aquarius Sun, Mercury, Moon, and Rising. For for this upcoming Mercury retrograde season. What is in store? What's the energy for people with these Aquarius placements? Meditate. And King of Cups. Ooh, okay. So Aquarius. It's funny because the first message the first thing that popped into my head is you need to sit your ass down. So some of y'all been out there wilding, and I don't even know in what direction, and that could just mean you've been doing a lot, or you've been putting in a lot of work, or your energy. I feel like it's more so speaking to a very scattered energy. Okay, you have the Meditate card here. And because I read tarot and I also incorporate numerology, we're going to speak to the numerology on this card as well. You got 4 or 40, which breaks down to 4, amplified by 0 when we're speaking to 4. And for whatever reason, I'm pulling in, well, obviously because it's the Meditate cards. This resonates with 4 swords energy, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So this is about sitting still. Like you need to sit your ass down. You need to sit still. Take the next few weeks, with the King of Cups here, and I'll get into this for a second. I feel like I just need to tell you guys to be still. For the next few weeks, it's going to be important for you to take a little bit of time to just chill. And I do feel like that is because you have something coming up, more likely once Mercury stations direct. And I feel like it's on a passion project level. You got the King of Cups here, okay? So Aquarius, especially for you creative Aquarians, especially if you work or make money with your creativity, there is something coming in for you probably within about the next month's time that is going to allow you to tap into all those creative abilities and to put your passion project energy into a passion project, okay? But you are going to need energy for it. You're going to need clarity for it. You're going to need some calm before the storm. And not to say that this is a storm, but you're going to be rocking and rolling. You're going to be moving. Like, I'm really getting this energy of you're going to be doing work. But it's going to be enjoyable. Okay. Let me just throw that out there. But for whatever reason, I feel like you're not going to get a break once this work starts up. And it's crazy because I like to say for a while, for about blah, blah, blah. But I don't have an end to that sentence. You are not going to get a break. So it's possible that for a lot of you, this might actually be the start of you breaking into your dream career. This could be entrepreneurial for some of you guys. Some of you might be starting a business, or this might be the turning point for your business where it really takes off. But I do get that, especially if you've been thinking up to this point, when are things going to take off, baby? They about to take off, and they ain't coming down. So you need a moment. You need a moment to get your zen together, to get your mind right, to get your spirit right, your soul, your heart, and also your finances. I don't know where that came from, but also you get your money right. Get that together, because you're about to come into a space of doing all the things you want to do. And, it's so funny. A lot of us have this bad. We sit up here and we say, this is the life I want to live. And then when it's presented to us, we're in it and we're like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize it was going to be this much work. But it's enjoyable and it's what you wanted, so you keep doing it. But that's kind of the energy that I'm picking up for you guys. I want to speak very, very, very quickly to the fact that this is a court card. This opportunity or this work, or it could be a person, and it's could be a person coming in with a gift or something, but could come by way of somebody, possibly an older masculine energy. Doesn't necessarily have to be a male, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's an older man, or somebody with more of a paternal energy, who carries big water sign, who carries water, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces in their big 3, or possibly just very prominent in their chart. Conversation, advice, actual gift, actual opportunity could be coming in by way of this person, okay? And I will say one other message with this, because it comes up with the Meditate card. For a very small portion of you, you might be dealing with somebody with this energy that you need to take a break from. That was just a very quick, let me throw that in there, but I did want to get that out. And that is all I got for Aquarius for Mercury retrograde season. Okay. My allergies are driving me crazy. My nose is itching. We're going to get into Pisces in a second. And I hope I do have some Pisces here, because I know for the past couple of weeks, Pisces has just been last in all of my readings. And so, I mean, like, penultimate, but y'all aren't last today, so yay, Pisces is not last in the readings. It's actually Aries for the last one today, because I like to go in order, starting with whatever zodiac energy the transit is dealing with. So we started with Taurus. No problem, Starseed. Thank you for watching. Welcome, Friday the 1st. If you're just popping in, we're getting ready to read Pisces, Sun, and Mercury for this upcoming Mercury retrograde. And it may also resonate with your moon and rising, but I am more specifically speaking to Sun and Mercury placements today. Pisces, Sun, Mercury. What does this Mercury retrograde have in store for people with those placements? So you guys should never be last. That's actually not my decision. Y'all are actually last in the zodiac. Like, y'all are the 12th sign. But on the other hand, you guys are also what I consider to be the sign of spiritual ascension. So, like, yeah, you might be last, but you initiate heading into the next level, right? All right, Pisces, Sun, and Mercury for this upcoming Mercury season, or Mercury retrograde season. You know, maybe I will start breaking these videos up into just 3 videos. Like, I'm actually not feeling burnt out. Safe travel and strength. Some of you Pisces might be taking some trips over the next few weeks, which is a very interesting message to be given with Mercury retrograde, because this is the time where we tell people to, you know, maybe don't travel. But I will say, I don't necessarily tell people not to travel with Mercury retrograde, but I do say if you are going to travel while Mercury is in retrograde or during the shadow period, you need to have a backup plan. Shit. I am traveling during Mercury retrograde, and I don't know what kind of ticket I booked. God damn it. Okay, well, I don't have Pisces in my chart, but let that be a lesson to you guys. Make sure you double check and are thinking through all of your travel plans. You've also got the Strength card here coming up with safe travel, so it's possible, and this is very specific for some of you Pisces. If you've never traveled by yourself, you may be taking your first solo trip. For anybody that resonates with and you're very nervous, let me just be the first to tell you, like, you will be okay. I used to work for an airline. If you scroll my page, you will see some videos in which I'm talking about it. My friends weren't about shit, so I travel by myself all the time. It's really not as scary or as even, like, demanding as people think it is. You just have to be, you know, very careful. Make sure that you have somebody that you're sharing your location with. And if possible, you know, travel to some place where you know somebody. And then when you're traveling to new places, make sure that you're talking to people who have been there before, because 9 times out of 10, they have some connections or some contacts for you that can help you navigate your spaces there. I feel like that's just a message for somebody, because you do have the Strength card, which tells me, like, the travel might be a little different from what you're used to. Am I picking up anything else for Pisces? I feel like that was very specific, and that's really all I'm getting from that. So I'm going to pull one more card for y'all. Okay, anything else for Pisces for this Mercury retrograde period? Thank you for the love, oregano. Hello, JoJo Circus. Welcome. One more card for Pisces. Sun and Mercury. Queen of Cups. Okay. Some of you might be traveling to go see somebody with this water sign energy. Cancer, your sign, or Scorpio. Pisces, this could also be you. Anytime I pull these court water cards, it for the most part comes with a message of like tapping into some sort of passion. So it is possible that over the next month or however long Mercury, well, actually, I more so get the planning phase over Mercury in retrograde, and I feel after Mercury stations direct, I feel like you'll see this start to play out a little bit more. But you may have some sort of opportunity coming in for you that allows you to really work on a passion project or go into a career field that allows you to work with your talents or the things that you really love doing. There's also a message here for some of you Pisces. You may be in a career space or doing something that is completely different from what you really, truly, honestly want to do. And this Mercury retrograde period, reflect and correct. Take the time to step back, take a look at everything. You may be coming to a point in which you actually make a decision to where you're like, you know what? I'm actually going to go for what it is that I want to do, despite what that looks like. And if I can tell you anything, I've been there, I have done that. Working for yourself is up and down. I've actually been freelancing since I was about 18, 19. But I started freelancing for myself full time about maybe a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years, maybe 2 years ago. And it's a rocky road, but it's also a very fulfilling road. So if what I just said was resonating with you, Mercury retrograde period is actually going to be the time where you make that decision to do for yourself what you know you should be doing. And I feel like we're living in a time now, especially after living through a pandemic, that we can actually create the lives that we want to live. And all of our dream careers are actually very attainable. So like you can make it happen. I think what's coming up here in your cards is a message to say if there's any way for you to prepare, then prepare. If I could say anything about my shift into working for myself is that, you know, when I did that, one of my businesses was lucrative. On the other hand, the other one wasn't. And then it switched. And then it was quiet on both ends for a while. Try to have a little bit of a rainy day fund if you can. If you can't, try to make sure that you at least have knowledge of resources if you fall into spaces to where you need a little bit of help. And entrepreneurs, at least the real ones, will tell you that we've all been there. Working for yourself, we've all been in a position to where it was like, how am I going to pay my rent? So just prepare yourself for whatever you can, and then set yourself up with resources for whatever you cannot prepare yourself for. But I will say that making a decision to move into a passion project space is actually going to be very fulfilling and very lucrative for you, but it is going to take time for you to see those funds that I'm talking about as far as it being lucrative goes, okay? And that's it for Pisces. That's all I got. Hey, Eternal Life 26, thank you. Hello again. This is said Pisces should not be last. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the reading, love. And I'm glad I pulled that extra card for y'all. I feel like that message needed to come out. For any Pisces that was really feeling that and you want a little bit more insight, I do have it's a career reading. It's also a finances reading. It's called Professional Prospects. It is available through my through whatever little button you can book the tarot readings through when you go to my links. There's a lot of links in there, but it's either the first or second one. It'll say like tarot spreads or like personal tarot readings. And then when you get to the page, click the drop down and it's Professional Prospects. That one will give you some insight into career changes or money or whatever the case may be, okay? All right. And let's wrap it up with Aries. All right, let's see what's popping for Aries, Sun and Mercury, also Moon and Rising, but more so Sun and Mercury for this upcoming Mercury retrograde in Taurus. Aries is cardinal. What am I thinking of? I'm like I'm thinking of the moon. Sorry, the new moon and the eclipse are in Aries. The retrograde starts in Taurus. Okay, Aries, Sun and Mercury, Moon and Rising for this upcoming Mercury retrograde. Let's pop in for people with these particular places. Moon, sorry, just kidding, Aries Mercury, and Aries Sun, Moon, and Rising for this upcoming Mercury Retrograde. What's in store? What insight can we get for people? Where that flipped out with, ooh, okay, Aries. What insight can we get for people with those placements? Pull one more. Hey, Ari, Nichelle, welcome to the reading. All right, Aries, you had a flyer, which was the Fool. So let's see what you need to bet on yourself, take a leap of faith, and start it fresh and anew. Trust in the seven and the Seven of Wands. Okay, I actually like to see that there. Your message is kind of similar to Pisces. With the Fool card flying out and with the Trust card coming out, there's obviously a message here of trust the process, and like I said, bet on yourself. Over the next couple weeks, and this doesn't surprise me because like I said, we have a new moon, the second new moon in your sign, which is also a solar eclipse, I believe. Solar eclipse? Yeah, it's also a solar eclipse in your sign as well, which brings in major transformative energy for people with a lot of Aries in their charts, especially Aries sun signs and especially Aries moon signs. So if that's you, these next couple of weeks, or really like the next 6 months or so, well, what axis are we on? I took a break over the winter and a lot of my astrological knowledge is jumbled, but as far as the Aries Libra eclipse axis is concerned, this is where that major transformative energy is going to be seen the most, okay? Whatever is changing for you, it's telling you to trust the process. The tarot is telling you to trust the process and to bet on yourself. So what I get for you, Aries, is that and you got a worker's card here, but an individual worker's card. So for some of you, what I will say is that this might be a time in which you need to start looking at working for yourself. This might be a time in which you need to start considering, okay, maybe I can be a little bit more independent in the workspace, or maybe I need to be going for a position that is a little bit more leadership as opposed to team membership. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's time for a shift in your life. And I also get this energy that maybe you're a little nervous about it. For some of you, I feel like there is an insecurity because you maybe just started. I don't know what you just started, or maybe you haven't started yet. But I feel like there's an insecurity there because you're like, well, I don't have the knowledge, I don't have the experience for me to just, throw everything to the wind and say I'm going to do this. Guess what? The cards say you can and you should. And it is going to be work. You have the Seven of Wands, which is definitely like, put the work in. Other people may not understand why you've made this decision, but it's going to turn out well for you. You have trust the process and you have the Fool here. And just very quickly want to speak to the numerology with the Trust card. It is 16, breaks down to 7, which is the card of divination, truth, philosophy. It's an alignment card for me. So this does tell me, Aries, whatever you've been working on, whatever you've been getting ready or wanting to work on, this is a time for you to do it. Making this shift may not make sense to other people, but it doesn't really matter because it's not for it to make sense to them. It's for it to make sense to you. It's your life. You do what you want when you pop in, so you need to do what you want. Bet on yourself. Have the faith that you will be successful in whatever it is that you choose to do. Our thoughts and our words have the ability to manifest physically. So if you think about something with doubt and lack and fear, it may manifest, but it's not going to be as strong as you wanted it to be. Now, if you think about something with confidence, as if you already have it, then guess what it's going to look like when it finally starts to manifest in the physical? It's going to be solid for you. So whatever you're thinking about as I'm giving this reading to you, Aries, over the next couple of weeks, you are probably going to have possibly more than one opportunity to start solidifying this for yourself And even though it is Mercury retrograde, and sometimes we do, you know, we suggest to not start anything new, you can start tending to the soil and at least planting the seeds. Is that rain? Or is that wind? Please don't be rain, because I have to go to the store. You can tend to the soil, and you can plant the seeds. And when Mercury station's direct, you can really start cultivating your little crops. And then shoot, however it plays out for you, you'll see them crops sprout up into some like major magic beanstalks at some point this year, I feel like. But you're not going to get to that point unless you actually tap into your own, and you're in Aries, so you should be able to do this. I'm not sure where the fear is coming from, but well, I think we think you don't have enough experience. Well, you need to get over that, and with that, you can get more experience, create more experience for yourself. I said this in a reading the other day, in which it was like, I was saying I don't ask for anything that I want. I demand it, you know. And some people might be like, well, that's kind of pushy, but it's like, why would I give you the option to tell me no? You know, Aries, create the life that you want to live. Don't give yourself the option for it not to happen. Okay. And that is your message for Mercury retrograde. And that's all I got for y'all. And that wraps up these Mercury retrograde readings. If you enjoyed the spread, give me a little like, follow, all the things. I have done Virgo and Pisces. I did all the signs. If you missed it, they will be up on my YouTube tomorrow, because I am not going to spend another few hours uploading these videos onto YouTube tonight and putting in descriptions and links and all that. But go on and follow me on YouTube. It is on my TikTok profile, and then hit the little bell notification so you can see when I put them up. I premiere them as live premieres on there as well, so you will get notified when it's actually premiering on YouTube. There's 3 videos, so just, you know, look out for your sign and pop in when your sign comes up. And as I mentioned earlier, if you need a personal reading, you can book one with me. I also have Patreon memberships in which you get access to all of the live replays. These Mercury retrograde readings will only be on my YouTube for a few days. You get access to all the live replays forever. Yes. And monthly readings. What else? Depending on the tier, you can get personal new moon, personal full moon, personal bonus readings, personal general readings. I have a moon tarot journal workbook. There's a chakra workbook, and a few other things. I'm like, I need to be actually looking at my Patreon to tell you what's all in there. But y'all could go and look at the Patreon and see what's in there. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna come in here tomorrow and do probably the new moon and eclipse readings, and then I will also put up the video for the Aries new moon and eclipse, but that is only going to be available to Patreon subscribers. What else? And then it is a holiday week for anybody that celebrates. I celebrate 420, so I'm also going to be running a 420 sale. I will be on here doing free yes and no pulls on Thursday, and after about like 20 minutes of those, then I'll open up the floor for the 420 spreads, and they will cost $4.20 or $20. Come back on Thursday to see what that's about, and they're open for any topic. Okay, guys. Thank you. I will catch y'all next time. Peace.